Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
16 yards, a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first down, Kaepernick. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
The 47-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 38.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Again, the ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown,
Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
For the running back.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. He's
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down and then some. 36 yards. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Cardinals 28, Jaguars 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Stand 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No gain on the play.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
At the 23-yard line.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And it'll move the chains.
At the 38-yard line.
A final shot before before half for Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Murray now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On second down, it's Drake. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Play fake. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And the Cardinal first.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And Murray throwing complete here to Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
16 yards.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Kaepernick. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 29-yard line. 31 yards there to first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Again, the ball carrier.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A 22-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there, and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Drake. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. The time you'd think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success, and it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On play action, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Running, it's Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
By number 28.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
21-yard line.
Second and 9 now from the 21. To throw, Kaepernick. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Hands it off out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but It shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football, so now you lose your key.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Carried by number 28.
Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
Jordan Phillips.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Number 28, the ball carrier.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Kaepernick now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly deep